A bipartisan panel of former judges on Monday unveiled a new but unofficial congressional map for North Carolina.
We want people to understand that there is another way, and that this can be done fairly, and it can be done in a way that doesn't take into account party politics.
It was part of an independent redistricting simulation launched in partnership between Common Cause North Carolina and Duke University's Sanford School of Public Policy.
It was very refreshing to actually be a part of this project and witness it, and to see our panel do what we would hope can and should be done, where you have maps that are compact, abide by all state and federal rules, and above all, take politics out of the process.
Redistricting has been a controversial issue for decades in North Carolina, where partisan legislators are in charge of drawing congressional and legislative districts. The result has frequently been controversy, court cases, and delayed elections caused by gerrymandered voting maps.
This is not a one party right, the other party wrong situation. This is a situation where both parties have had a chance to fix this problem, and neither, when they've been in power, have done so. And we're hopeful now that we can help the public understand and everyone understand that it is possible for the parties to come together and draw fair maps.
This panel of former judges working on the independent redistricting simulation did not consider partisan political data when drawing the maps, instead focusing solely on keeping districts compact, of equal population, and in compliance with the Federal Voting Rights Act. An analysis shows that the result is a greater number of competitive districts, reflective of North Carolina's political balance.
We believe these are both fair to the public, more consistent with how the people of the state vote, but more importantly, the map is compact. It complies with the law and does so without taking into account partisan politics.
Comprised of an equal number of Republicans and Democrats, the panel of retired judges was led by former Chief Justices of the state Supreme Court, Rhoda Billings and Henry Fry, who say the project could be a positive step toward adopting nonpartisan redistricting in North Carolina.
It's good to see what we can do, and if we could come up with something that might be educational in some respects and that might get the public interested as well as other legislators in trying to come up with a plan that doesn't have to be fought out in the courts.
I think one of the things that we're seeing across the state is people are getting tired of having elections that don't count because the map that they were voting under is declared unconstitutional. And when you have a primary that people get totally confused about, and then they have a second primary and they don't know whether they've already voted in that race or not, I think the public is probably going to be a little more aware of this problem now than they have been in the past.
For more information on the independent redistricting project, visit commoncausenc.org.